Good afternoon and welcome to the WPI pool for the 2022 New England Swimming 11 to 14 Age Group Championships. Alongside Neil Hartman, I am Jeremy Abreu, bringing you all of the action here this weekend. This is the distance session tonight. I think I'll do a quick check.
Swimming 11 to 14 Age Group Championship meet hosted by Crimson Aquatics. At this time, we'll be having a moment of silence. We ask that you rise as we recognize moment of silence. Last month, the sport of greenwood swimming lost a dear friend, Coach Don Lemieux. At the time of his death, Don was the owner and head coach for greenwood swimming of Worcester and Gardner for over 40 years. He played an instrumental role in shaping young men and women into becoming successful swimmers, including 16 Olympic trial qualifiers and an Olympic medalist. His coaching career was not only defined at greenwood swimming, but also at Gardner High School, where he previously served as the girls' swim coach, leading them to 16 straight state championships during his tenure. In honor of Coach Don's memory, we ask that you join us in recognizing a moment of silence. Thank you. We will begin momentarily with event one, the girls 11-14 1000 freestyle.
So we're back here at WPI. Event one, it's the girls, boys 11 to 14 1000 freestyle. Should be an interesting long swim coming up here. We welcome you to WPI. Happy to be here. This event is brought to you in part by A3 Performance. We would like to thank A3 Performance, a proud partner of WPI Swimming and Diving and a sponsor of New England Swimming 11 to 14 Championships, emerging as the industry leader in racing and training technology. A3 Performance is the fastest growing brand of competitive swimwear in the United States. Visit a3performance.com to learn more about VC, the most advanced racing suit in the water. A3 Performance, lead, innovate, inspire. So Heat 1, your lane assignments are on the screen. Jenny Eady checking in. Good morning or good afternoon, Jenny. They're just testing out the equipment right now, or testing out some things. I think they're checking out the touchpads to make sure everything is ready to go. Beautiful 10-lane pool here at WPI. Lane 1 is closest to the camera position at the bottom of your screen. Lane 10 at the top of the screen. There will be 8 heats in alternating fashion. Girls, boys, girls, boys. First heat is girls. You see your lane assignments there. So top time coming in belongs to Quinn White from Crimson. 10:09.88 the time for White. We had Noor Abdelal from Crimson in lane 1, Emma Kawai from Crimson in 2, Vivian Molson also from Crimson in lane 3, Megan Kelly from Bluefish in lane 4, Quinn White from Crimson in lane 5, Hazel Muhidin from Crimson in lane 6, Jacqueline Sabhagan from Bluefish in lane 7, Amelia Deutsch from Boston YMCA Bluefins in lane 8, Amelia Barron from Phoenix in lane 9, and Jane Wheeler from Crimson in lane 10. So off and running here Quinn White out to the early lead. So just to give you a refresher for those of you who have been on the live stream that we produce before, you will see the running scoreboard or timer in the bottom right-hand corner. That will tell you the event, the heat. It'll spell out what event this is. This is the women's 13-14 1,000 free. And it will also tell you every time they complete a 50 what yardage marker they're on. So you'll see as White hits the wall right there, we're at the 150-yard mark. In the top left-hand corner, it will show the leader's time, and then all of the swimmers that come in after, it will show the delta, so how far they are behind. So you see our top three swimmers right now, a second and a half behind very early on here in the 1,000. Of course, when they come in and touch the wall, it will draw the graphic in their lane, show their name, their place, their club logo, and their time. So everything will be on the screen for you. See what Jenny's the only person on the live chat right now. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Appreciate it. And listen, folks, we got a relay. I mean, we have distance and a relay tonight. So we'd like to keep these live broadcasts interactive. So if you're out there in the live chat, jump in. Tell me who you're rooting for. Tell me what team you're rooting for. If you got a question for me, I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. A lot of time to fill during the 1,000 and the 800 free relay. White, Muhiden, and Barron leading the way. They're your top three. Top three within 3 seconds of each other here. Jonathan Fioli-Haughey checking in. Ryan's rooting for the Tritons here today. Amherst Tritons. Shout out to Teddy Sun from the Tritons, friend of the program. Quinn White still leading the way in lane 5. So she's got some competition by Hazel Muhiden. So the two Crimson teammates, both 14 years old. White did come in with the better time by about 18 seconds. So we'll see if White at some point is able to split away. We're at the 350-yard mark. White's been doing a pretty good job holding 30s. So 30-28, 30-53, 30-77, 30-69, 30-69, both last 50 splits. So doing a pretty good job there. Muhiden's right with her, 30-59, 30-68, the last 250 splits for Muhiden. So they've really separated themselves from Barron. Amelia Barron, the 14-year-old from Phoenix. She's in lane 9 at the top of your screen, currently running in third. White goes a 30-75 there. Muhiden a 30-62. I have to say, folks, the Streamline Aquatic staff, and by staff, I mean Dr. Dave Lacey, who is the founder and wrote this software that you are watching, just did an amazing update to the software to give me this commentator information system, we call it, where it's giving me all of the splits in real time, the delta. It's unbelievable. So that's why I'm able to bring you all of this, these great stats, great data. And what's pretty interesting is the last 200, Muhiden's actually been out-splitting White. So she's keeping exact pace with her. As you can see, they're basically stroke for stroke in the middle of the pool, going right to left right now. Let's check in when they hit the wall. It's still White by 15 100ths of a second. So very close again, and it was Muhiden with the faster split at that 550-yard mark, 30-86. Most of the rest of the field in the 32s, from 32 low to 32 mid. But White and Muhiden just stroke for stroke. White's breathing to Muhiden's side on the way back, so she can see now they're just over a tenth of a second apart. And once again, it was Muhiden with the faster split there, 31.04, 31.08. And it actually looks like Muhiden has taken the lead now in lane 6. So ever so slightly, you can see it on our angle here. Muhiden is now built up almost a half of a body lead in that last 50. 30.55 to 31.23 on those last splits. So Hazel Muhiden from Crimson at the 650-yard mark. Really looking strong, looking really good here. Who else have we got here? Jonathan's with Leo Tran. Matt Palmer's in the house. S.A. Mooney, Shauna Doobie, go Greenwood. Good luck, Abby and Charlie. Adam Wienert from Gators in the house. So at the 700-yard mark, again, it was Muhiden, 31.02, her 50 split. White's 31.20. So this is a little bit of a surprise here. 14-second difference coming in. White had the better time. Still plenty of race to go. Muhiden is now on top by over a half a second. So we'll see how this thing continues to develop. It's Megan Kelly from Bluefish who has moved into third. Vivian Molson in fourth right now. White just had a faster split time for the first time in about 350 yards. So White now starting to make a move. But Muhiden holds her off right here. So another better split for Muhiden at the 800-yard mark. So 200 yards to go in our opening heat of the night. So, folks, I don't know if you heard the announcements, but tomorrow, due to the impending storm, which I really hope there is a storm because the New England weather scene and the forecasters typically don't always hit the bullseye on the forecasts, but tomorrow's morning session has been canceled. So Muhiden in the lead here. 0.4 of a second. So they'll be swimming tomorrow night as a timed finals. So there is more information on that on the New England Swimming website, which you can check out. Let's take a look at this wall here. White is right back in the mix. They are tied a dead heat. So it was actually Muhiden 5/100ths ahead there at 900. They're both about to get the bell. So here's the bell. Muhiden tie for third place as well between Molson and Kelly. But Hazel Muhiden from Crimson starting to pull away with 25 yards to go. So she's been battling Quinn White throughout this whole race. Over the last 50, we've seen Muhiden really pull away, and it will be Muhiden who takes it. 10:08.60 for Muhiden. White goes to 10:11.27. That's good for second. The race for third is going to come out of lanes 3 and 4. Excuse me, 4. Is that 4 and 5? 4 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4, yeah. So it was Megan Kelly taking first. Molson takes third. Molson takes fourth. So Hazel Muhiden, 10:08.60. Your Heat 1 winner. We'll move into Heat number 2 shortly. Trying to not let you hear the music that's playing in the pool area because we don't want any copyright infringements as much as we want to dance up here on deck. My partner, Neil Hartman from Gators, should be watching her son swimming in lane number 1. Neil's doing all the camera and video switching so I can focus on the racing. This will be heat number 2. So yeah, you gotta.
You get what it's doing, yeah. Come on, Keith! Jeremy! Jeremy! Jer! How do I turn this off? Thank you.
All right, we're back, folks. Just trying to work through some issues, not really issues on our side or WPI side, just working out some technical issues here. This is event 2, heat 2. Let's see what we got for graphics on the screen here. Nope, we are. Oh, no, that's not going to work. All right, hold on a second, folks. Working through some things.
It's not giving you the splits.
No, it is, but it's the graphics didn't dissolve.
Oh, he's, yeah.
All right, folks, I think we're up and running again. It's pretty funny that I was talking about Dr. Dave Lacey, who is the founder of Streamline Aquatics, whose software we are using, but he has just jumped in to help me out here. He's in Iowa, remotely helping me out here. So let's get a level set.
It's not right. Those places are not right. Keith is not in second.
So here are your lane assignments. So lane 1, Keith Hartman. Lane 2, Evan Hong. Lane 3, Chris Zhang. Lane 4, Braden Ando. Lane 5, Alex Parent. Lane 6, Zach Parent. So the Parent brothers, 5 and 6. David Savaznikov in lane 7. Cale Copeland in 8. Jack Eady in 9. Eddie Barnes in 10. So we could be having a technical data issue. I'm not sure, folks. So I think these standings you're seeing are right.
These guys have to be winning. They have to be.
They are.
Yeah. So that's lanes 5 and 6. Right? Isn't that the lead? Very strange. Now
So if our data is correct, it's Cale Copeland in lane 8 from the Tritons leading the way, followed by Parent, and that's Alex Parent in 5. Jack Eady in 3rd, Keith Hartman in 4th. Gets a little confusing when you're in the 1,000. People start getting ahead, getting behind. But it looks like now it's Alex Parent who has moved into 1st. Copeland running 2nd. Parent a 28-81-50 split there. Copeland 2 seconds behind Parent. Zach Parent about 5 1/4. Eady's dropped down to 4th. Hartman 5th. So top 5 swimmers only a little over 5 seconds off the pace here. I will catch up to the comments in the live chat, probably during the next heat.
okay, so we're halfway.
So the Parents leading the way, 1 and 2 right now. That's Alex in lane 5, Zach in lane 6. Alex went a 28-6 on that last 50. Zach 28-8. All of the other swimmers in the 31 or 32 range. A little over halfway through this 1,000, first heat of the boys. So that's Alex Parent from Bluefish in lane 5. He came in with a 9:26.35. His brother Zach came in with a 9:37.67. So 11 seconds separated them. And they are leading the way here, consistently under 29s on their splits. 28.6 for Zach in that last 50, 28.9. Excuse me, that was for Alex, 28.9 for Alex. Cale Copeland, a 31.4. Eady, a 31.9.
The numbers. The guys are putting in higher numbers. See, he's putting in the red in lane 6.
Yeah.
But lane 6 isn't putting
No, 5 is.
I know, but why did he just get the red?
No, they both got it. So here comes the parent speeding towards the finish there. So we had Alex Parent taking 7:11.32, Zach 7:16.56. So Copeland was Brandon Ando taking third. So Bluefish 1, 2, and 3. We'll look to get sorted away on our next race here. Safaznikov takes 4th, Zhang 5th, Barnes 6th, Hong 7th, and Copeland 8th, Hartman 9th, Edie 10th. This will be Heat 3 overall, Heat 2 on the girls' side. So a little break in the action, working on the starter system right now. Testing some things out. Here we go. Graphics are redrawn. We are ready to go with Heat 3 overall. Heat 2 on the girls' side. There are your lane assignments. So all 12-year-olds here, with the exception of Sam Noble from SSYS in lane number 2. Your top time coming in belongs to Margot LeVake, the 12-year-old from Bluefish, 10:38.33. Some very talented 12-year-olds here. I let Nishikawa Gaitham leading the way early, followed by Walden and the aforementioned LeVake. 28.49 for Gaitham. Once again, thank you to A3 Performance, a proud partner of WPI Swimming and Diving and sponsor of the New England 11 to 14 age group championships. A3's innovative technology, quality, and value have helped them become a leader in the sport of swimming and the fastest growing brand of competitive swimwear in the U.S. Partnering with A3 Performance guarantees you the newest innovations and technology in swimming at the most competitive price. Call A3 Performance today or visit them online to learn how your team can benefit from A3 Performance partnership. A3 Performance, lead innovate, inspire. So I let Nishikawa Gaitham still leading the way, followed by Levake and Walden. Holding 31s at this point are Nishikawa Gaitham and Levake. Walden 32 high. So all your action right now from the leaders coming from lanes 5 and 6. Try and catch up here on the live chat while we have a quick second. Shauna Rosemarie Shields, Jennifer Lawson, Keith Maloney is in the house. So Keith Hartman's grandfather, Keith Maloney, Russ Zito, Jennifer 11176. Just kidding, that's my wife, Jennifer Abreu. Had to get a little family plug in there. So I let Nishikawa Gaitham remains the leader, but it's very tight. It's very tight. As a matter of fact, Margot Levake 31.37 that last 50. A little quicker, 0.3 quicker than Nishikawa Gaitham. So similar to the last girls' race with White and Muhiden, I think we're going to see a lot of that right now with Nishikawa Gaitham and Levake. So middle of your pool, lanes 5 and 6, they are stroke for stroke right now, going left to right. So they are breathing both to the inside, so they know where each other are. It looks like it's Levake at the 350-yard mark with a 31.77 split, who has ever so slightly pulled ahead 0.08 of a second. For those of you who are just joining us due to the impending weather, ridiculous February storm coming in tomorrow. Tomorrow's prelims have been canceled. So the morning prelims have been canceled. They're going to be swum as timed finals in the evening. If you go to neswim.com, you'll see the full update there. I believe they should be good. We're hoping that we are able to do those timed finals tomorrow night. They will know by 11 o'clock in the morning. So for those of you, traveling or staying local in the hotel, keep an eye on neswim.com. Of course, keep in touch with your coaches as well. Levake continuing to lead the way ever so slightly, a half a second. So Nishikawa Gaitham not letting Levake build up a really big lead. Again, they breathing to the inside on both ways down, so they know where each other are. Obviously, these two very familiar with each other, both teammates, 12 years old. Levake continuing to stretch the lead a little now. It's over a second. Had the good fortunes of meeting Margot's family at the senior championships at Brown University in December. Quite a young talent. A lot of young 11 and 12-year-old fantastic swimmers here in New England. They'll be all on display for you this weekend. It's a shame that the weather had to change things up a little bit, but it's okay. We're still going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday swimming. After today, we'll have 5 sessions still to go. 1 on Friday, 2. Actually, there's really 3 on Sunday when you think about the distance. So 3 on Sunday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Friday night. So 6 sessions still left after tonight. Very busy, long weekend of swimming. A lot of things going on in the swim world. I know for all of you who may have swimmers competing for their high schools, the Mass States are this weekend. So Division 1 and 2 on the girls' side is Saturday at Boston University. I believe boys are Sunday. Rhode Island State Championships will be held next weekend at Brown University. So a lot of things going on. Margot Levesque continues to build that lead. She's up to a 2.5 seconds now, which may not seem like a lot, but these two, through the first 300 to 400 yards, were literally stroke for stroke. Levesque is consistently holding 31 lows, 31 mids. First time both of these swimmers have actually been over a 32, and it was Nishikawa Gaitham with the better 50 split there. So it's 1.3 seconds now the deficit. So she's cutting into that deficit a little bit. 700 yards done. They're coming up on 800, so 200 more to go. Levesque has now, on the heels of a 31-1, built that lead up to a 2.21 second lead. So again, they're in the middle of your pool. Levesque has the powder blue or Carolina blue bluefish cap on. Nishikawa Gaitham has the black bluefish cap adorned with, looks like royal blue letters outlined in white. Levesque now by just under 3 seconds at the 800-yard mark. So final 200 here. Lactic acid's building up. Fatigue is definitely starting to set in for these young ladies. Levesque just went a 31.15. Nishikawa Gaitham a 31.21. So they should be getting the bell. The 900-yard mark. Levesque has stretched that lead to a little over 3 seconds now. So Levesque getting stronger as this race gets into its final moments. Levesque and Nishikawa Gaitham will both get the bell here. So final 50 to go. Levesque remains your leader. She's now built it to 3.5 seconds. So barring a really, really unbelievable comeback in the final 35 yards or so, Margot Levesque is going to be your Heat 3, overall Heat 3 winner. Heat 2 on the girls' side from Bluefish. So congratulations to Levesque. So she'll go at 10:26.73. Nishikawa Gaitham finishes second, a 10:31.78. We'll follow the other end of the pool. So it was Walden taking third, 11:06.51 for Leah Walden. Fourth place will be Eliana Laham in lane 7 from Crimson. So there are your final finalists there. Again, if we don't draw data on the screen, it's because they had a soft touch at the wall. No. There it is. So this will be overall Heat 4. Be 8 heats tonight. There are your lane assignments. The aforementioned Jonathan Fioli-Haughey, he was in the live stream earlier in the live chat. Here he is, the 12-year-old from Atlantis Aquatics. So we will have, speaking of Atlantis Aquatics, we will have the owner, Reed Jeffrey, joining us. I got to look at my email. We've been going back and forth. The weather certainly played a little havoc in the times that Ree was going to join me, so she's going to be here doing some color commentary with me. I believe it's Saturday, although I'll have to check my email. Luca Guerra from Bluefish in lane 1. Dylan Belair from Executive in lane 2. Eric Chang from Phoenix in lane 3. Kian Grabar from Crimson in 4. In lanes 5 and 6, both from Anglerfish. Jonathan Fioli-Haughey and Leo Tran. Brian Zhang from Metro West Y in lane 7. Joey Eady from Gators in lane 8. Jacob Blondie from Executive in lane 9. And Aiden Boyle from The Edge in lane 10. So I misspoke a little bit earlier. I get confused with all these A's. Fioli-Haughey and Tran from Anglerfish Aquatics. Reed Jeffrey, who is the owner and head coach of Atlantis Aquatics, will be joining us this weekend. Fioli-Haughey leading the way, holding 30s right now. He went out in a 26.6, so the fastest time going out ever since then at the 150 mark, 2:30s. I'm reading Amy Parent's comment. You know, Amy, it wouldn't surprise me if your boys went that fast, first of all. Secondly, we get the same data that the timing system gets. So we have this, the data that you see on the live stream is no different than what we see on the scoreboard here at WPI and what's going through the Colorado timing system here. So we're just basically intercepting that data and putting it on the screen for you. So I don't know if the timing system maybe had some, missteps along the way in the boys' heat. However, there were timers at all of the lanes, so we do have hand timers just in case. Fioli-Haughey continues to lead the way here, followed by Kian Grabar and Leo Tran. So Fioli-Haughey has really built up a sizable lead at the 300-yard mark. 7.5 seconds the lead over Grabar from Crimson. 8 seconds over his teammate, Leo Tran. Yes, Matt Williams, I know, you get those A names, and I knew Jonathan and Leo were from Anglerfish. I don't know what made me say Atlantis. I think I was thinking of Reed Jeffrey. Fioli-Haughey, Grabar, and Tran. Top 3, Dylan Belair in 4th right now. Brian Zhang in 5th. Eric Chang 6th. Edie 7th. Aiden Boyle 8th, Luca Guerin 9th, and Jack Ablandi running 10th. So Tran is starting to make a move on Grabar for second place. So they're both almost 11 seconds off Fioli Haughey, but Tran 7/100ths off of Kian Grabar from Crimson. So as I mentioned earlier when I made a colossal goof with Anglerfish and Atlantis, we will have Reed Jeffrey, who is the head coach and owner of Atlantis Aquatics, with us Saturday night for finals. So for those of you unfamiliar with Reed Jeffrey, was a standout swimmer at the University of Southern California, a member of the 2004 United States Olympic team, received a gold medal in the 4x200 relay. So should be great to have her joining us, getting some insight from someone who not only knows the sport inside and out, but has competed at an extremely high level. As we speak of high levels here, Jonathan Fioli Haughey continues to dominate here. Tran and Grabar running second and third, so Tran has overtaken Grabar for third. Fioli Haughey, though, has been a machine. He's been in the high 30s, low 31s. His last two 50s, 31-12. At the 600-yard mark, he goes to 31.53. So he's holding pretty consistently low 30s. Low 31s, I should say. Lena Roman checking in. Go Anglerfish. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here tonight. Again, we are at the WPI pool here in Worcester, Massachusetts for the 2022 New England Swimming 11 to 14 Age Group Championships. This is distance/relay night here in our opening night. 1,000 free, 800 freestyle relay is all we have tonight. Once again, tomorrow's prelim sessions have been scratched due to the snow. Tomorrow night session will be swam as a timed finals. Then we'll be back to prelims finals for Saturday and Sunday. There will be 3 sessions Sunday with a distance session in the middle of the afternoon. Fioli Haughey's 7:10.92 through 700, 31:03 his last split. So Fioli Haughey is a machine right now in the middle of your pool, going left to right. Gold Anglerfish Aquatics cap. Kian Grabar has moved back into second. Tran in third. They are top 3. Dylan Belair just outside the top 3 right now, holding in fourth from executive. Certainly gets challenging from a camera perspective with the thousands when you have someone who breaks out apart from the field. WPI is also an interesting pool as far as capturing that really wide angle to get everything. I was messing around with a few things here today, and I was able to get a wide shot, but the swimmers would have looked like ants. And they are already looking a little small. So we may tweak this as we move along here this weekend. Fioli Haughey, 31:01, 31:12, 31:11, his last 350s. So he continues to put the foot on the gas. He'll be coming in for the 900-yard mark. He'll have 100 to go. So I don't know what's going on, what's wrong. That the bell seemed a little early. That was not the bell for Fioli Haughey. This is going to be the bell for Fioli Haughey. All right, so fortunately he understood and he knew where he was in the pool. We wouldn't have wanted to see Jonathan stop there. So very easy to get off track and forget when you're doing the bell, when you're doing the timing. But it will be Jonathan Fioli Haughey who will take it. So Fioli Haughey goes at 10-15-20. We will go to the other side and catch this exciting finish between Grabar and Leo Tran. So they're almost stroke for stroke. No, maybe they're not. And it looks like it's going to be Tran. Let's see, and it was. Tran takes it 10:42.64. Kian Grabar 10:43.33. So those are your top three swimmers. Congratulations to Jonathan Fioli Haughey from Anglerfish. Getting it done in heat number 4. Zhang takes 4th. Belair takes 5th. Will be Chang taking 6th here. So, folks, if you haven't already, get these links out to all of your fellow parents and clubs. We are typically, for age group sessions, even though tonight is distance, so it's a little lighter than the usual, but typically around 150, 250 viewers. We're at 90. We're at 101 right now. So make sure everybody's has those live stream links. They're on the Any Swim webpage. Let's get a lot of eyes on these swimmers for this weekend. We'll have 3 swimmers coming up. They'll be swimming in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Sadie Gagnon from Gators, Abigail Choi from Greenwood, and Evelyn Welk-Rice from Bluefish. This will be heat number 3 on the girls' side, heat 5 overall.
Swimming in lane 4, Sadie Gagnon. In lane 5, Abigail Choi. In lane 6, Evelyn Welk-Rice.
Visit a3performance.com to check out VCN Nova, their elite and entry-level technical racing suits, emerging as the leader in training and racing technology. A3 Performance. Lead, innovate, inspire. We'd like to thank A3 Performance for being a sponsor of both WPI and the New England 11 to 14 age group championships. Here at WPI this weekend, Sadie Gagnon in lane 4 from Gators. She's 12, comes in with an 11:59.01. Abigail Choi from Greenwood, 14 years old, 11:08.62. And in lane 6 from Bluefish, also 12, Evelyn Welk-Rice comes in with 11:54.78. So keep an eye on Gagnon here. She came in with the slowest time out of the 3. But very strong distance swimmer. One of, I'm sure, many multi-star athletes here this weekend. Also a standout goalie on the what do they call it? The pitch? The soccer pitch? The soccer pitch. I'm not a big soccer guy, so standout goalie on her travel team in East Providence, Rhode Island. So goalie by day, swimmer by night. Just off the pace with Choi right now. Gagnon in 4, Choi in 5, Welk-Rice in lane 6. After this, we'll have 3 more heats, then we'll move into the relays, and then our night is done. We won't be back here for another 24 hours until Friday night. Would also like to thank Paul Bennett. He's the head swimming and diving coach here at WPI. Also the host. Whenever you're hosting a meet of this stature, a lot of things to coordinate, from volunteers, safety protocols, all sorts of things. So Paul does a great job here at WPI. So a big thank you to Paul and all the staff at WPI to have this pool in A1 shape, ready for some fast swimming here this weekend. Choi continues to lead the way, followed by Gagnon. Choi's holding 33s, Gagnon's holding mid-34s. 33.29 for Choi, 34.87 for Gagnon there. 35.40 for Welk Rice. So a little bit of a delta here between your top 3 swimmers. Choi, Gagnon. Choi has built up a somewhat of a sizable lead early on Gagnon, and Gagnon has built up a sizable lead on Welk Rice in lane number 6. Jen Parent chiming in, rooting for Sadie. Jen, of course, a Gator parent. Mother to Callie Parent. Wife to one of the best fantasy football players in New England, Mike Parent. Choi continuing to stretch out that lead consistently in the 33s, so she's holding a good 33 pace here. 33.10. 35.08 for Gagnon. So Gagnon's a little under 8 seconds behind Choi. Welk Rice just about 15 seconds. Definitely a battle of attrition here in the 1000s. A lot of mental toughness involved in these distance events, especially when you start to get up to the 1000, the 1650, which you'll see on Sunday afternoon. Also wanted to thank all of the parent timers tonight, of course. Each club in a meet like this has lane assignments for their parents to time. Without having those timers, we would be in a world of hurt in case anything ever went down electronically. So we appreciate all of the parents. Choi still Choi has been an absolute machine here halfway through. She went out in a 30.49. She went a 32 high, 33 low, and she's been 33 low all the way through. Her last 50, a 33.18. So really starting to put some distance between her and the other swimmers. Gagnon 14 seconds off the pace set by Choi. Barbara Anderson joining us, grandmother of Sadie Gagnon, coming to us from New Hampshire. Thanks for taking the time to join us, Barbara. Again, folks, if you're out there on the live stream, let me know who you are, who you're rooting for, what you had for dinner. I mean, I don't know, say anything. There's a lot of time to fill during these 1000s. I'm always looking for interesting things to talk about during these distance sessions. The best audience is an engaged, captive audience. We'll see if we can get this live stream or this live chat popping off. Choi once again. This was probably her highest 50 split in quite some time, 33.5. You take a look at Gagnon, holding 35 lows, 35.3, 35.1, 35.1, 34.8. She just went a 35.4. Choi goes a 33.4. Welk Rice just went a 33.6. So trying to get back, potentially maybe catch up with Gagnon, who's got a firm hold on second right now. $33.3 for Choi on that last 50. Let's see where Gagnon is. 34.7. So Gagnon's starting to pick up the pace a little bit here at the 750-yard mark. But Abigail Choi from Greenwood, she started out extremely fast. Just really built it up quick from the very beginning. She had a very good start. Gagnon still holding mid-34s, 34.6 for Gagnon there, 34.5 for Welk Rice. So it's almost a 20-second lead for Choi over Gagnon. All three of these swimmers doing a fantastic job here in the 1,000. Be willing to bet right now that all three of these young ladies are going to drop time. Gagnon continuing to hold mid-34s. Choi continues to hold 33 lows, so that's been the difference as Choi has built up that lead. Here we finished 900 yards. So the bell will toil for Abigail Choi from Greenwood. 50 to go. This time the bell is correct in lane 5. 32.8 for Choi in that last 50. So she's continued that frenetic pace that she had right from the very beginning. So Gagnon gets the bell as well. 50 to go for Gagnon. Welk Rice as well. But here is your winner of heat number 3, Abigail Choi, 11:01.94. Will follow Gagnon on the other end quick as she makes her final turn. So Gagnon will take second, 11:28.37. That's a 31-second time drop, which is absolutely ridiculous. Choi goes an 11:01 versus an 11:08, and Welk Rice drops 13 seconds. So as predicted, all three swimmers, great heat number 5, all dropping time, but it was Abigail White. Your winner will move into heat number 6. We'll alternate back to the boys' side. Robin Gagnon checking in as well. As I mentioned in the regionals last week, the best nurse practitioner that Sturdy Memorial Hospital has ever seen. Katie Lunardelli checking in as well. Her daughter Grace will be swimming here for Gators this weekend. So this is heat number 6. In lane 1 from the Tritons, Aiden St. Hilaire. In lane 2 from Crimson, Matthew Smith. In lane 3 from Bluefish, Ben Latourelle. In lane 4 from the Gators, Moritz Gerhard. Lane 5 from Bluefish, Eric Nee. Lane 6 from the South County Wide, Jackson White. In lane 7 from YNS, Wesley Ross. In lane 8 from the JCCS, Cale Nelson. In lane 9 from Charles River Aquatics, Nathan Manzione. And in lane 10 from Seacoast, Ali Lehman. Top time coming in here belongs to Eric Nee from Bluefish. Lane 5, middle of your pool, 10:37.78. And it's no surprise, he is your early leader. He went out in a 26.8. So early on, Nee has built up that lead to almost 3 seconds at the 150-yard mark. So similar to Choi in our last race, Nee getting out in front extremely early, looking to push the pace here. (26.8), 28.6, 29.6, 30.42 as we're through 200. With Eric Nee leading the way, 30.78. Matthew Smith has now moved into second. Aiden St. Hilaire third. So Nee has finished 300. Smith in second. Gerhard has now moved up into third. All right, Matthew Ertman's going to get it popping off in here in the live chat. Favorite pizza? Matthew says, got to go with Chicago deep dish. Oh, you know, so here's my take on pizza. I am a gigantic pizza fan, so it's very hard for me to find a pizza I don't like. I've only been to Chicago once. I have had their deep dish pizza. I forget the real popular place. I forget the name of it. Do you know it? Oh, wait, my partner may chime in. She may remember it. But I'm going to say my favorite. I can't really say a favorite pizza place, but my favorite pizza's got to be thin crust. So Matt, I'm the opposite of you here. I'm a thin crust pizza guy. Toppings, basically anything except anchovies. Any veggies, meat, whatever you want to put on it. Unpopular opinion, I'll even take pineapple on it. My partner likes pineapple on her pizza as well. Nee continues to lead, 7 seconds over Gerhard, 8 seconds over Smith and Latourelle here at the 450-yard mark. Sicilian, Jennifer Parent says, Sicilian, yup. You can't go wrong with Sicilian. There are some amazing, where we are located, where all of us watching this in New England, I mean, some of the best pizza places in this world. Personally, I live about 10 minutes outside Providence. So pizza places all over the place. Lou Malnati's, that's it. Lou Malnati's. That's the Chicago pizza that I've had, deep dish. But in Rhode Island, southeastern Mass, Caserta's, flatbreads, real down low, sneaky Uncle Tony's. In East Providence, Rhode Island. Twins Pizza in North Providence, Rhode Island. Yup, Giordano's, Gino's East, Carmen's. So Eric Nee continues to lead the way through 550 yards, just over halfway. Gerhard second, Smith in third. Gerhard actually with the fastest split in that last 50, 31.4, and he went at 31.5. Rest of the field, 32s, mid 32s, high 32s, low 34s. But it's Eric Nee in lane 5 from Bluefish continuing to lead the way. The lead over Gerhardt, 8 seconds. The lead over Smith, just under 12. Kathleen Hughes says, Pizza Marvin on Wickenden. Never heard of it. My partner, Neil Hartman, says it's good. So if these two ladies say it's good, I'm going to have to check it out. Pizza Marvin on Wickenden Street. That's in Providence, Rhode Island. Alforno's Grilled Pizza, another fantastic pizza place. Oh, you folks are getting me extremely hungry here. How about for those of you in the Worcester area, what's the go-to pizza for Worcester? So I believe Greenwood Swimming is based here in Worcester. For you Greenwood families that are out there, where's the go-to for pizza? One of my favorite restaurants here in Worcester is the Flying Rhino. I believe that's the name of it. I think it's on Shrewsbury Street, potentially. But some amazing, for those of you in town, and folks, Eric Nee still remains your leader. Gerhard in second, Smith in third. For those of you in town in Worcester, it pains me to say this, but I would put the restaurants in Worcester, especially on Shrewsbury Street, up against what we have down in Providence. Absolutely. There are some amazing restaurants here in Worcester. So for those folks who have traveled down or up to Worcester for this weekend, check out some of those places. Check out anything on Shrewsbury Street. Absolutely fantastic. Eric Nee continues to lead the way, continues to pound away at those 31 mids. Split times. There's a 32-2, so that's his highest split here at the 850-yard mark. Rosito says, just go to Jersey. It's worth the 3-hour drive. Good pizza in Jersey, for sure. Gina Kim is like me. She wants to know, where's the pizza in Worcester? Where's the go-to spot? Okay, Antonio. So Shauna Doobie says on Antonio's Pizza on Chandler Street in Worcester. There is an Antonio's franchise that is down in Providence, also out at UMass in Springfield. You buy it by the slice. They got every type of pizza imaginable. So Eric Nee is going to come in and get the bell here in lane 5. Top times coming into each of the last 3 heats have won the heats. It looks like Nee's going to do that as well. 32 owe his last 50. This will be his final 25. As you hear the clanging of bells throughout the pool. So Eric Nee will take it. (10:17.62) the time for Nee. Gerhard takes second, 10:23.89. Third place goes to Smith, 10:27.19. So maybe it's Antonio's in Worcester I get to try out. Could be. I'm up here for the weekend. White takes fourth, Ross fifth, Latourell sixth. Nelson takes seventh. Tight race up at the top of your screen here finishing up, but it will be Lehman who out-touches Manzione. And St. Hilaire will round out heat number 6. So we'll move on to heat number 7. Last 3 heats are all boys.
Next up, heat 4 for boys, 1003.
There are your lane assignments. We're off and running heat number 7. Second to last heat of the thousands here tonight. Alex Barone from the Bluefins in lane 1. Carter Siddick from Bluefish in 2. Derek Liu from Charles River in lane 3. Jarrett Zito from Anglerfish in lane 4. Will Ertman from Executive in lane 5. Arby Halaj from Phoenix in lane 6. Caleb Lemke from Bluefish in 7. James Cook from the Bluefins in lane 8. Dennis Dragomoretsky from Phoenix in 9. And Porter Mulgrew in lane 10 from YMCA of the North Shore. So it's Halage, Zito, and Lemke leading the way. Ertman running in 4th right now. Once again, folks, long race. 1,000 freestyle. Top time coming in belongs to Will Ertman. It's close, though. Ertman, the 14-year-old from Executive, 10:56.05. Aubrey Halage from Phoenix, 10:56.72. So 0.7 of a second separate them. Jarrett Zito at 10:58.32, and it's Zito in second place right now. Second and a quarter behind Halage from Phoenix. So Aubrey Halage in lane 6. He went out in a 26-1. 29.2.32. Zito running second, Lemke third. Pasquale's in Wakefield, Rhode Island, another good pizza. I mean, again, folks, that this is going to be an unpopular opinion as far as the pizza conversation goes. And it could be a little sacrilege to some people, but I like some Domino's pizza. They have a really fantastic thin crust pizza. It's about as thin as a saltine. And I could eat like a 24-inch pizza by myself. Fantastic. And you don't feel guilty about eating it because it's so thin and crispy. So, I mean, and don't get going on frozen pizzas. There's a million of them out there. One of my go-to staples as Aubrey Halage still running in first, Zito second, Lemke third right now. Used to be the old English muffin pizza. So bust out an English muffin, crack it in half, throw a little sauce on there, sprinkle a little cheese. Maybe you got room for 3 pepperonis on it. Maybe, depending on the size. Pop it in the toaster oven or the oven for about 15, 20 minutes. Oh, fantastic. That was the poor kids' pizza when I was younger. That's what I used to have all the time. The English muffin pizza. But you got to do it on a good English muffin. It's got to be a Thomas English muffin. No multi-grain or any of that stuff. It's got to be just a regular plain English muffin. Halage continue to lead the way, followed by Zito and Lemke. So Zito 4 1/4 seconds behind. Lemke 9.5. Will Ertman from Executive in 4th. So what's everybody going to do on the snow day tomorrow that has traveled here to Worcester? That's another good question, right? A lot of people coming from the north, from New Hampshire and surrounding northern New England. I mean, heck, I'm 45 minutes away, and I got a hotel up here, as did, many of the Gators families who are all, at least on the Gators Seekonk side, all down sort of in the Providence area. What's everybody going to do tomorrow? Sleep? Maybe sleep in a little bit? I have the luxury, as Halage remains in first, Zito second, Lemke third, so no change there, folks. I have the luxury of being at this meet with nobody. Neither of my daughters are swimming this weekend. Addison, my 15-year-old, is swimming in the MIAA States Saturday at BU. My youngest, Avery, who's 10, competed at the 10 and under championships at URI last weekend. So I'm up here by myself. I can sleep in. I can get some work done. What do you do when you're in a hotel and it's a snow day? Oh, binge. Yeah, what are you going to binge on Netflix or something? So, folks, what are you doing tomorrow? For the folks that now are in a hotel, I'm at the Courtyard by Marriott over on Grove Street. It's about 2 minutes from here, so simple, easy to get back and forth. What are you going to do all day tomorrow? So Tom Doobie says the key to Antonio's is getting it by the slice. Absolutely agree with you 100%. Reheated and the crust gets crunchy. Yeah, there's nothing better than a crunchy crust. Halage running in first. Still, Zito won't go away. 5 seconds off the mark. Lemke. So our lead swimmer here, Aubrey Halage, the counters poll with the numbers on it the numbers have broke off and they have fallen off the pole. I've never seen this before. This young man counting, he's in a little panic right now. I think he's not sure what to do here. Fortunately, Halage continues to motor along. But, the lead is only 4 seconds over Zito. So, at some point, Halage is going to need to know where he stands in the water. Lemke remains third. That's just interesting. I've never seen that before. We've seen some malfunctions, but never have I seen the numbers. So, folks, for those of you, when they're counting for the swimmers, they have the numbers which they turn to signify what lap they're on, and they're on this big, so almost like broomstick-like pole. Okay, so now they're sharing. So it looks like that's lane 6 and 7 they're sharing. All right, all order is restored. Zito now has shrunk that lead, though, to under 4 seconds, so Zito just off the pace here in second. Keep an eye on Jarrett Zito in lane 4. So it looks like Will Ertman for Executive may have lost his cap. So we got all sorts of things going on here, folks. We're talking about pizza. We're talking about snow days. We got numbers falling into the pool. Ertman's cap is off, and his goggles may be off as well. So Ertman continues to battle through. Nothing's holding him back. He clocks a 33-1 on his last 50. Halage running first. Zito has now shrunk the lead to 3 1/4 seconds just about. Lemke in third. So the real question is going to be, can Zito catch up to Halage from Phoenix? Keep an eye on lanes 4 and 6. Zito has now come within 3 seconds of the leader. So Jarrett Zito from Anglerfish with just about 100 yards to go. Let's see what the lead or deficit is for him. He's cut it to 2 seconds. Does Zito have enough? Can Halage hold on? So, folks, lanes 4 and lane 6. Zito's got the gold cap on. Halage has the yellow cap on from Phoenix. Halage is breathing to the inside, so he sees where Zito is as well as Ertman. Zito's breathing to the outside right now. Here's the bell for Halage. So what's the lead here? It's 2 3/4 seconds, so Zito lost a little bit of time on that last 50. But here we go, folks. Final 35 yards just about here. RB Halage has led the whole way from Phoenix. Here comes Zito now making a late push. He's in lane 4. I don't think he's going to have enough. They're at the flags and to the wall, and it will be Halage who takes it. What a race, 10:25.50. Zito is still swimming, but he's done. So I think Zito's counters messed up. And poor Zito swam an extra 50. So Zito took second, Lemke third. What a race. What a bunch of craziness going on in the pool here. So Halage takes first, Zito second, Lemke third, Barone fourth, Ertman fifth, Mulgrew sixth. The numbers were just retrieved from the bottom of the pool. So what a race, folks. That had just a little bit of everything in it. Some suspense at the end. Some equipment malfunctions. Speaking of equipment malfunctions, my partner is missing her windshield on her microphone. Where did it go? It's got to be around here somewhere. No, I'm just looking for.
Next up is heat 5 of the boys 1000 free.
Okay, so we're moving into heat number 8. No, this is not. So we got 4 swimmers in this. It looks like we got 5 kids lined up. So it looks like Charlie Doobie in 4, Moises Roman in 5, Tyler Hong in 6, Charles Yu in 7. So, folks, This is a good one because there's 5 swimmers and there's only 4 names on my heat sheet. So, it looks like, so our swimmers on the heat sheet are Charles Doobie in 4, Moises Roman in 5, Tyler Hong in 6, Charles Yu in 7. So I can tell you the Greenwood cap is the yellow cap, and that's in lane 4. So that's correct. I don't know who the swimmer is in lane 3, folks, so we don't have any information on him. Lane 5, that is Roman from Anglerfish. And lane 6 and 7, I believe those are correct, the Tritons. So we just don't know who's in lane 3. Looks like it's a CRA. Does that say C? Oh, Charles River Aquatics. So CRA, Charles River Aquatics swimmer, is in lane 3. So leading the way is Charles Yu from the Tritons. Moises Roman running second. Charlie Doobie third. Tyler Hong in 4th. Okay, Shauna Doobie says, go get Rocco's Donuts in the morning. So, Shauna, I don't know if I need donuts. I mean, I do, but I don't. Rocco's Donuts. Oh, Neil. So I may have to try this Rocco's place in the morning. Do they DoorDash? That is the epitome of laziness, folks. If I DoorDash donuts. So we'll see here. So here's what's going on. We have 5 swimmers. We only know who 4 of them are. And it is our understanding. I don't know, though, Neil. We initially thought so he is. Lane 3 is the leader from Charles River Aquatics. We don't have him on our heat sheet, but so I don't know who that is. So that would mean Charles Yu is 2nd, Roman 3rd, Doobie 4th, Hong 5th. So it remains Charles River in 1st, Charles Yu in 2nd, Moises Roman 3rd, Doobie 4th, Hong 5th. Okay, so lane 3 is actually a PVAA swimmer. So that's Pioneer Valley Aquatics. So we thought it was CRA. It's actually Pioneer Valley. And now that I look at the cap, it does make sense. So Amy Parent, thank you very much. And that's Ethan Halpern. All right, so folks, we have a name besides the leader here, Ethan Halpern from PVAA. Thank you so much. That's Lila Doherty for giving us that information. So Ethan Halpern from Pioneer Valley leads the way here in lane 3. So it's always challenging, right? So you get these heat sheets and there's a last minute change. Somebody gets added into a race and you don't have their name. And I feel awful, especially since Ethan is absolutely crushing it out there. So I think Ethan's at the 550, 600 yard mark because that's where everyone else is. So thank you again to Lila Doherty. Halpern continues to power along in lane 3. Charles Yu running in second. Roman third, Doobie fourth, Hong fifth. So there's really been no change through most of this race. Halpern got out in front early. Let's see if I have some splits for Halpern from the start. I don't. So we'll see what happens at the end here, folks. I don't know if the data is going to draw correctly. I think what we may have had is what they call a false touch. It's what happens when the swim pad or the touch pad registers a touch when there really wasn't one. So that can happen. The ripples from the water sometimes can cause that. It definitely can be done by a number of different things. But it's Ethan Halpern from PVAA. So that's what it was. It looks like in Halpern's lane there were a couple missed touches because we have his correct time here, 9:04:04. So about 200 yards left in our final 1,000 of the evening. As we mentioned earlier, a testament to all of these young women and men, all of their mental strength to run these races. As a commentator during a distance race, not always the most exciting. We have had some exciting races, though, in this 1,000 here. So Ethan Halpern. Yeah. So there's the bell for Halpern. Again, I don't know if we're going to have the correct graphics for him when he touches. It looks like there was a little malfunction early on with the timing system. It did catch up, though, obviously. Your winner coming out of lane 3 from Pioneer Valley Aquatics will be Ethan Halpern. So there we go. We got Halpern. We don't have his name because he wasn't registered. 10:40:17, the time for Halpern. Second place will go to Charles Yu. Third place has not been decided yet. So Charles Yu goes an 11:01:78. Looks like third place will be Moises Roman. Roman goes an 11:21:05. And Charlie Doobie finishes up 11:27:37.
Attention students, following this heat, there will be a 10-minute break.
So, folks, there will be a 10-minute break now between the 1000s and the 800 freestyle relays to allow for swimmers to get a little bit of a cool down, warm up going on. We will take this break. There will be a word from our sponsor, A3 Performance. We'll be back with you in about 5 or 6 minutes here. It's again, you're watching the 2022 New England Swimming 11-14 age group championships from WPI.
Leaders don't set out to lead. They set out to make a difference. A3 Performance is America's fastest racing brand because we are driven to be the best. A3 Performance. Lead, innovate, inspire.
All right, folks, we are back. We're fired up because it's the final two races of the night. This is event number 3, the girls 13-14 800-yard freestyle relay. You see your lane assignments on the screen. See who's got the top time coming in. It's Crimson A in lane 5, 7:38.04. So, folks, I don't have names for you on this. I don't have names for you, so we just got teams.
Time is now 7:39. We'll resume momentarily with event 3, girls 13-14 800-yard freestyle relay.
So I can tell by looking that is Zuri Ferguson for Bluefish in lane 4. Of course, Zuri made it to Olympic trials this past summer in the backstroke. Standout swimmer at Attleboro High School as well as Bluefish. I can't tell any of the other swimmers individually, but you see the teams where they stand. Again, this is the 800-yard freestyle relay. The record, the New England record, was set by Shawmut Aquatic Club back in 2015. 7:40.28 is the time. The team of Hada, Berdico, Way, and Benker. So swimmers are getting onto the blocks. So I expect Ferguson in lane 4 to give it to her second swimmer, the second leg swimmer for Bluefish in the lead. We'll see, though. Crimson in lane 5 hanging with Ferguson right now. But it is Bluefish and Crimson out in front. And actually, it's Crimson in the lead out in a 25.9. Bluefish went out in a 26.04. Crimson B, 27.3. So they're your top 3 swimmers in this 800 freestyle relay after the first 50. Once again, folks, tomorrow's prelims have been canceled due to the impending snow here in the Worcester area. They will run tomorrow night as a timed finals, back to regularly programmed schedule on Saturday and Sunday. Crimson leading the way here at the 150-yard mark. So it's Crimson and Bluefish. Crimson leading by a little over a second and a quarter. So it will be actually Crimson who hands it off to their second swimmer first. Nice job by that opening leg swimmer from Crimson. She built up a 2 1/4 second lead. Crimson B running third. So Crimson, Bluefish, Crimson. But really, when you take a look at it, it's Crimson A and Bluefish A leading the way by a significant amount over the rest of the field. Crimson and Bluefish a second and a half apart. 100 to go for the second leg swimmers before the third legs get into the water. Crimson continuing to lead the way by 2 seconds, going at 29.9 on that last 50. So Crimson continues with the strong swimming. They'll put their third swimmer in the water first. About 1 3/4 to 2 seconds ahead of Bluefish. Let's see what that lead is. It's actually down to a little over 1 second. So good last 50 there by Bluefish, 29.5, and our third leg swimmers are in the water. Crimson B still running third. Crimson A followed by Bluefish A, followed by Crimson B. Crimson just went a 26-21, the fastest split. Leading Bluefish by a little under 2 seconds. Crimson extending that lead a little bit now, a little over 2 1/4 second lead on the next closest team, and that is Bluefish. So our anchors from Crimson and Bluefish await. Crimson starting to build that lead, almost 2 body lengths here. So their anchor is going to have a nice lead. Over 3 seconds will be the lead for Crimson. So Bluefish has some work to do in lane 4 if they're going to catch Crimson. Looks like Gator Swim Club A has moved up into 3rd place. Crimson continuing to stretch that lead in lane 5 with 100 to go. It's almost a 9-second lead on Bluefish. So Crimson A, their anchor swimmer, has done a heck of a job here. Take a look at these splits, 29-8, 24-7, 28-18. So again, all of these times are, right from the timing system, folks. They're unofficial. However, what is official is the lead that Crimson has built up in this one and only heat of the girls' 800 freestyle relay. And it will be Crimson A who takes it out of lane number 5. 7:35.67, so that is a new record. That's a new New England record. The record was 7:40.28, set in 2015, so a 7-year-old record goes by the wayside. I wish I had those Crimson names for you. Looks like Crimson is just finding out now that they broke that New England record. Bluefish takes second. Gators A moved up into third, so nice job by Gators. But it was Crimson A taking the relay and setting a new New England record. So congratulations to Crimson Aquatics and their 800 freestyle relay team. We'll move on to our final heat of the evening. It's event number 4, boys 13 and 14.
Next up, the boys 13-14, 800-yard freestyle relay.
There are your lane assignments. Girls will climb out here. Let's see if we'll have another record. This record on the boys' side was set back in March 10th of 2016 by Bluefish, the team of Barreo, Wright, Horsecamp, and Bush, 7:06:54. So 7:06:54 this record. Off and running on our final race of the evening. It's been a good one. 1,000 freestyle, 800 freestyle relay. Top time coming into this heat belongs to Bluefish A, 7:15:79. They're in the middle of your pool in lane 5. Bluefish, Charles River, and Gators. So that's Charles River A and Gator A. Those are your top 3, separated by a half a second. So you can see the spread there, lanes 4, 5, and 6. It is Bluefish leading the way, followed by Charles River and Gators. Bluefish was out in a 24-3. They followed that up with a 26-7. They lead Charles River by a second and a quarter. Gators by just over a second and a half. So once again, folks, if you're just joining, Bluefish remains your leader by a half a second over Charles River. Gators A is 3.5 seconds behind. So real tight battle in the middle of your pool, lanes 5 and 6. Bluefish in 5, Charles River in 6. The second leg swimmers will enter the pool almost simultaneously. Great start there by Bluefish. No officials' hands are raised. So again, on the relay exchanges, folks, the rule is the outgoing swimmer has to maintain contact with the block until the incomer swimmer touches the pad. You can be moving forward if you're on that block. You can be running on the block. You can do whatever you want. You just have to maintain contact with that block until the incoming swimmer's hand touches the pads. So as I was saying, and Bluefish continues to be in the lead due to the impending weather, the prelims Friday morning were canceled, so they plan to run timed finals Friday evening for the event scheduled for Friday. Warm-ups are at 4. Start will be at 5:15, pending weather conditions. A decision will be made by 11 a.m. Friday as to whether we are able to run the Friday evening session. So I would say, number 1, parents, stay in close contact with your swimmers' coaches and team, and 2, keep an eye on neswim.com. It will have the latest updates for the weather there. Bluefish has now built that lead up to almost 2.5 seconds over Charles River. It's about 2 body lengths. Once again, we'd like to thank A3 Performance, a proud partner of WPI Swimming and Diving and sponsor of the New England Swimming 11 to 14 Age Group Championships. Emerging as the industry leader in racing and training technology, A3 Performance is the fastest growing brand of competitive swimwear in the United States. Visit a3performance.com to learn more about the VICI, the most advanced racing suit in the water. A3 Performance, lead, innovate, inspire. Bluefish continues to innovate and lead here. 9.5 seconds over Charles River, almost 12 over Gators. So Bluefish going to be shooting for that record. Again, it's their own team record set back in March of 2016, 7:06.54. Bluefish remains your leader, 11 seconds ahead of Charles River. So here comes the anchor for Bluefish, shooting for a record. They need 7:06.54. 5:28.69 is the time, so it's going to take a really Herculean effort here. .24.33. So let's keep an eye on that. So Bluefish anchor goes out in a 24.3, follows it up with a 26.9. So not sure they're going to get that record this time. Gators A in third, Crimson A in second. So we keep an eye. It looks like that's Keith Hartman in the pool right now for the Gators. So the record will not be broken, but it will be Bluefish who takes the boys' 800-yard freestyle relay here at WPI. 7:15.16. So Bluefish takes it. Crimson A takes second. It looks like Gators A will take third. So good swimming there for Bluefish, Crimson, and Gators. So folks, before we sign off, first of all, I wanted to thank my partner Neil Hartman for a fantastic job on the video and the cameras tonight. We certainly appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow, folks. I'm going to have to adjust the session times in YouTube. So if everything goes as planned, and we certainly hope it does, and tomorrow's session, hold on one second. What did I just say? I already forgot what I said. So if tomorrow's session starts at 5:15, we will go live at about 5 o'clock. We'll do a quick recap of tonight's performances. We'll do a quick preview of Friday night session, and we'll get right into the swimming at 5:15. So, folks, on behalf of Neil Hartman, I'm Jeremy Abreu. Certainly appreciate you taking the time to join us here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night at about 5 o'clock. Again, keep your eyes on anyswim.com for those weather updates as well as your club team. Enjoy that Antonio's Pizza and Rocco's Donuts, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.